Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, all appropriate ages, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Hope you're staying safe and healthy and indoors as necessary. So, yesterday being Tuesday and today being Wednesday, we had on PlayStation Booster Pack 6 release, and it's for free, and it consisted of the Tiburon Obsidian skin, the Tiburon Obsidian glyph, and a Tiburon Obsidian emblem, and 100 platinum. So go pick it the hell up. Especially new players. Go pick up the Tiburon if you don't have the Tiburon Prime yet. Or pick it up anyway to get your mastery rank. And I decided to put on all the new Obsidian Deco armour, but I'm not a fan of the way the new Obsidian colour looks. So, I've given it the original Obsidian colour scheme, but it still doesn't look right, which is kind of disappointing. I don't like this new way the Obsidian colour scheme works and how the new Obsidian armours look with the old colours. But the Tiburon is here with 26% crit chance, 2.4 multiplier, and 16% stat. So it's a good crit weapon. What is that in comparison to the Tiburon Prime? It's been a while since I used either one. Tiburon Prime is way better. 2% crit chance with 3 times multiplier and 20% stat. So it is good. And then semi-auto goes up to 30% crit chance and 3 times crit multiplier. But see, look, I don't like this. So we will have to change that. It just looks like it's come out of a tube of toothpaste. An over-chemically imbalanced tube of toothpaste. Yeah, it's... I mean, I can't really complain, it was free, but still, god diggity damn. It does not appeal to me. Is that the only Obsidian skin for the Tiburon that we've had? Yeah. I guess I can appreciate the 300 platinum. But yeah, I can finally move around with the Obsidian Bandana and the Deco armor on without it freezing my character into place. It's a nice addition. Anywho, on top of that, Monday, console update, Sisters of Parvos, status in development. I didn't cover this the other day, but we will cover it now. So it will be released on PS4 and 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and Nintendo Switch simultaneously. We're including the rest of PC hotfix 30.1.1 to the unreleased Sisters of Parvos update, meaning this update has quite larger download sizes than usual, but there's good reasons for that, because it will be a combination of 2 mainline updates. It'll be jammed with quality of life that is listed below to enjoy. It'll include all the new content from the Sisters of Parvos, which means the sisters themselves, aka Corpus Liches, new Corpus weapons, command rank 10 intrinsic, the new Warframe Augments, new Tenogen, and more. We'll go over the Tenogen when it finally hits. We'll have a look at it up close there. But we've got some new Warframe Augments coming up. Wisp Fused Reservoir. As a 4th reservoir that gives the effects of all 3, costs 200% more energy. Jesus, what? Grendel, Heaty Nourishment. For Nourish. Clear status and gain 2 second status immunity for each victim in Grendel's stomach. So it's like Rolling Guard as an augment. It's another Rolling Guard augment. Protea, Repair Dispensary. Hold to create a dispensary that will revive the sentinel or companion mower of a player within 14 meters every 60 seconds. Oh. Zephyr, Airburst rounds. Each enemy hit by airburst increases secondary damage by 25% for 14 seconds. Not bad. Railjack changes. Wreckage quality of life. Tenno are currently limited to holding 30 pieces of railjack wreckage. Wreckage limits, as they currently stand, can impact the flow of railjack missions. If you are one to play long sessions of railjack missions in a row, you might have experienced this for yourself. You cannot play missions until you manage your inventory. To prevent the interruption of having to scrap wreckage every few missions, wreckage is changing in a fundamental way. All wreckage of the same type, i.e. ZEC-T Mark III engines, will exist in one pool without taking up scrap wreckage slots. If you wish to use that wreckage slot for repairs, fusion, etc., you will be able to identify the wreckage to move it from that pool, taking up a scrap wreckage slot. The unique characteristics of that wreckage will be revealed upon identification. This way you can continue to gather these resources in the background as you play and choose how to use them once you're back in your dry dock. Command intrinsic crew changes and fixes. Added contracts stand to Ticker's hire railjack crew members in Fortuna. You can also end contracts with the crew members that are not equipped from here. This has been highly requested. You can now review your current crew contracts while pursuing potential hires to see what positions you have to fill or who might have to be replaced. I don't need to replace any of my crew, they're pretty solid. Converted Kuberliches can now be used as on-call crewmates. Crew members now have more relaxed behaviour when not on a mission. Mine are fairly relaxed when not on a mission. They run around a lot and ask interesting questions, but for the most part they're relaxed. Crew members will now play transmission voice lines whenever they are being customised in a dry dock. More personality for your team. Crew competencies are now visible in the TAC map when hovering over crew members. This was highly requested to help make an informed decision when swapping crew roles in the heat of battle. Crew piloting a railjack will now hold position when you are either in the Arcwing slingshot or using the forward artillery. Nice addition. To help engage their targets, the pilot will prefer to point the ship at targets that you are aiming at. This is also our first attempt at this function. Some future tweaking is to be expected. Yep. Crew piloting railjack will now fly to attack the weak point marker at the end of railjack volatile missions. Updated all of new local crews mail shapes for the visms to improve the overall quality. Fixed crew attempting to get in the forward artillery and or pilot harness after giving all three crew the gunner role. Fixed hitch related to on-call crew member attachments (brackets armor and Syandana). Fixed crew getting stuck in turrets if you try giving them another order while they are still getting into the gun. Fixed long Kuva weapon names escaping the bounds of the pop-up when viewing the crew equip and contract screen. Fixed the case where the crew pilot would stop if all targets were too far away. Fixed crew assigned to gunner after assigning another crew member to the same position being unable to go into or stay in any of the railjack turrets. Improve the abort railjack mission flow by changing the fixing and following. These changes come after reviewing the clients in railjack missions would often find themselves feeling unable to leave after mission completion in public squads. We determined that language used in these scenarios was unclear/confusing and that there were several other issues related to how rewards were shown in UI and saved to inventory that we have resolved below. Abort mission will now update to leave mission in a pause menu after successfully completing a railjack mission. It will also prompt a new message that better describes what will occur. Leave mission, you will keep mission rewards and XP earned to this point, but will disconnect from your squad. Are you sure you wish to leave? First as the previous abort mission, you will keep progress but forfeit the completion rewards and bonuses. That's nice, but I play railjack solo at this point. Fixed clients not being able to abort mission and retain their rewards once the mission objective has been completed. Fixed end of mission screen not showing the full collection of rewards. Fixed aborting railjack mission not awarding items earned from POIs. Reduce the opacity on railjack armament reticle UI that cannot be used during railjack blink. Added a railjack is required to access Railjack research message. Why was that an issue? Added the ability to rebind the reload function in the Railjack bindings, made updates to the machine sounds and radius in the Corpus POI airlocks, added a button to the crew screen to hide all UI elements for those wanting to get a screenshot of your lineup. Improved the visual effects in the Corpus Railjack defense tile set, improved enemy pacing in Corpus Railjack and Exterminate missions to feel more appropriate for the tile set size and difficulty. Move Cephalon Psi research from clans and move Blueprint to the in-game market for credit. New player experiences. Well, that was... Well, other than Railjack fixes, it says expand spoilers for full list, but you can do that yourselves, otherwise we'll be here all day. Expand game mode. New player experiences. Swapped game modes of Kelpie and Kappa nodes on Sedna, Disruption Spy. This moves Disruption off the main path forward to aid in new player experience. This addresses stolen weapons picked up by Sergol Shadow not being returned. Increase the daily standing cap you get before, including Mastery. Slightly reduce the amount you get from Mastery. All players before MR30 will have a higher daily standing cap than they used to, while players at MR30 will have the same cap as before. In addition to giving more room for Tenno to get to that final rank with our syndicates, this will ultimately help reduce the time new players spend ranking up with their chosen syndicates. Previously, if you were MR10, you would have a daily standing cap of 16,000. Now, with the changes we've made, your daily standing cap for MR10 is 21,000. It's going up 5,000. We'll get back to that in a second. The Limbo Theorem and Hidden Messages quest no longer requires you to finish crafting the Warframe components to move on to the next stage of the quest. Simply earning the blueprint is now enough to progress. That should have been fixed eons ago. Junctions now award credits upon completion. Earth to Venus 5,000, Venus to Mercury 10,000, Earth to Mars 15,000, Mars to Ceres 20,000, Mars to Phobos 20,000, Ceres to Jupiter 30,000, Jupiter to Europa 40k, Jupiter to Saturn 40k, Saturn to Uranus 60k, Uranus to Neptune 80k, Neptune to Pluto 80k, Pluto to Eris 100k, Pluto to Sedna 100k. And UI changes, we have done update passes on some of the social aspects of Warframe, with particular attention paid to screen reworks for friends and clans this time around. Multiple screens, brackets, junction task, clans, friends, alliance have been refreshed with a new look and certain new functionalities. All of the screens listed below also now all take on your chosen UI theme. And there's general change, expand for spoilers, fixes, expand for spoilers for full list. And that was a lot. That is the booster pack gone through, and the Sisters of Parvos update through. Thank you for watching and listening to your boring human Ordis, and I shall see you all later.